Hey there and welcome back to NavalArt. Today, defeating a swarm of enemy missiles. This is the Ticonderoga, or at least she started out as such. Ticonderoga normally has a couple of missile launchers, mostly for self-defense, a couple of guns for self-defense, and some harpoons on the back. I have, however, slightly adjusted her loadout. The helicopter deck now contains a couple of P500 Basalt anti-ship missiles, and her entire stern, let's not imagine the whole clipping thing, is filled with 64 Tomahawk anti-ship missile launchers. That is a lot that I need to defend against. What I want to try and do is defend against this ship with an early Burke. There is a model in the game for that, so let's go for that. I'm going to load up the early Burke, and we're probably going to have to do some slight adjustments to her armaments. Because while this is a capable ship, also coming with her own missile launchers, I might have to defend this ship with a bit more than one Sea-Wiz on the bow and one on the stern. I think we're going to have to go with a couple more. It might not necessarily look as good as the normal early Burke model does, but I'd rather have an intact ship than a dead one. As for the modules that we have now, these are all anti-ship missiles, much like theirs. So I too am capable of defeating or launching quite a lot of missiles. As for the helicopter deck, I don't think that is something that I strictly need right now. So if I want to, I can place a couple more weapons on the helicopter deck. The helicopter deck, of course, well, it could be useful for just deploying a whole bunch of these close-in weapon systems, but I'm not sure if that's the right way to go, because we do have a lot of options in this game, and this is mostly without using mods. Now, of course, you can try and defend against an incoming missile with, I don't know, a couple of 105mm guns, but I'm thinking the actual air-to-air missiles, or rather surface-to-air missiles, are probably the better way to go. So I'm going to turn on all nations, I'm going to turn on all the missiles and the Sea-Wiz, and with that I should have a nice collection of options to deal with enemy incoming missiles. We get access to the Chinese 30mm, we get access to the German 27mm, this is the Sea Dragon Sea-Wiz. We also get access to stuff like the Chinese HHQ-9 Bravo, the Sea Red Banner, and these come with their own magazine. They do, however, stick through the ship, so I might want to have to place those a bit more close towards the center. The American Standard Missile 6, very capable anti-aircraft missile. We also get the LRASM, the AGM-158C. It's a cruise missile. It's not what I seek right now. I need to defend a way against all of those Russian missiles, because those P500s, they're dangerous. The Americans do also get the Sea Sparrows, which I think could be useful. Surface-to-air missile to protect ships from attacking missiles and aircraft. This is a quad-packed version in the Mark 41 VLS. So let's see. How far do they stick down into the ship? Quite far. The whole helicopter deck appears to be tilted. That's peculiar. Maybe I can put them in the space where the torpedo launchers now sit. So let's say remove the torpedo launchers and then bring this whole thing over to there. And it does not appear to be sticking through the ship if I place it there. Excellent. So let's go with a couple of those. Making sure that I have enough to defend against, well, at least 64 missiles and potentially more than that. This ought to do the trick, especially as these are supposedly quad launchers. We also get the AK-630, or the AK-630M2. It's the improved variant. This thing, well, I think it's okay, but I actually am more appreciative of the look of the Sea-Wiz, like the American system. What I can also use is the rolling airframe missile, or the RAM. I can have a couple of these, let's say one pointed out to each side. I might just be overextending on the whole amount of anti-missile systems that I have, but whatever. I'd rather have it this way than find that I actually don't have enough. I'm going to borrow another one of these and put that over there. And another one on the other side. So we got 1, 2, 3, We got the Sea Rams, although the Sea Rams might run out of missiles at some point. Whereas I think the Phalanx doesn't do that. It doesn't unfortunately say how many missiles I have. But I believe it has, what, 4 tubes? No, it has more. It has like 11. So that should be enough to at least fend off some of the missiles. I can also add a Sea Sparrow, like the old, bigger Sea Sparrow. But I'm going to try it with the launchers as we have it. As for the rest, well, I can defend against the enemy ships. So, or ship against that Ticonderoga, so that should be fine. Let's have a dual purpose gun. And this way I should be able to get access to the American 127 62 caliber. And I'm just going to put that on the helicopter deck. For the purposes of, well, I'm not sure if I'll be able to sink the enemy ship. In this case, let's get rid of that. In this case, the Ticonderoga using the missiles, because they might have so many missiles that is going to be a bit of a challenge. There, that is my, let's say, slight adaptation of Arleigh Burke. So, back to the main menu and let's launch this fight. Here goes. It is on. I've set it to far range so that we now have a range of 27 kilometers. The Ticonderoga over here, she usually takes up a few seconds to start, and once she does, there we go, she's already opening up, and here come the basalts. Here come the basalts. I do have my missiles set to automatically intercept, and I have a lot of missiles. I got the harpoons, I got Alrazms. I've installed the wrong missile. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We are intercepting missiles here. Here comes another one of the Ticonderoga Tomahawks. That missile did not get intercepted. Sea Whiz, save me! Thank you. I need to position the ship in such an angle that the Sea Whiz actually has a decent chance of going through. Some of these missiles either don't care for getting hit, or... oh, we're getting them. And I know that the ship is taking some hits from Ticonderoga's own 5-inch guns. It's not really a priority right now. I need to stop this whole spam of missiles. What I can try and do is launch my own harpoon. I do, however, feel like it's not going to... oh, there it is. It's not that likely to hit, because Ticonderoga is very capable of intercepting missiles all by herself. Already intercepted 12 targets, 13 targets. So far, I have been doing fine with just sending one intercept against one missile. If you feel like you need more, you can also go with 2 or 3 or even 4. Yeah, my missile got intercepted. I do have a lot of these Standard Missile 6 and Sea Sparrows. So with that in mind, we should be able to at least contain this missile storm for a little bit. Holy crap, look at... there we go, there's 4 more intercepted. I cannot manually target these missiles as far as I know. I can hover over them and press X, but it doesn't actually do anything. So what I might be able to do then, instead, is at least do some damage against the Ticonderoga. Here's my shell. Very, very old, traditional technology. Just shelling something and potentially actually getting a result, as opposed to the missiles, which all are seemingly getting intercepted. I do have to keep in mind that this thing has quite some travel time. It does look pretty, I gotta say. All these missiles just flying off. Like, look at her. Missile after missile after missile gets shot off in order to defend this ship from incoming shell fire. Well, incoming missiles, not shell fire. I really like that. What about my opponent? Oh, you can't actually... yeah, there she is. She's still launching missiles. Dude, how many do you have left? Not many. Because you can only... Yeah, the ports that are open on the back, those are the ones that are expended. I think the basalts are empty. So she has what? 1 missile left? There's 1 closed hatch there. Okay, so this might mean that we're still in the fight. That was even the sea was going off. Okay, that's a bit concerning. We have still taken no damage. That's impressive. That was a lot of missiles that came in. Let's see. Thankfully, these 5-inchers have a very short reload of only 2 seconds. And as far as I can tell, no amount of maximum ammo expenditure that they can field. There's no ammo cap. Whereas, of course, with a missile, if you launch it, it's gone. The Burke is definitely doing some damage here. But at least the missiles have stopped. That's a good thing. Okay, so let's go to the missiles that I have. Launch a couple of LRASMs at him. Oh, that's those on the back. Right. If I have this correct, the LRASM is the long-range anti-ship missile. And we're about to see how exactly the Burke... sorry, the Ticonderoga, there we go, is going to counteract that. They've already sent a couple of missiles. And I'm not sure how many are in that magazine. Intercepted. One of them did not get intercepted. Here comes another missile to counter that threat. And the Sea Whiz. And the threat got intercepted. Okay. Now, seeing as their attack was fairly effective, using a lot of missiles, I think I have to do the same. I don't think I can send these in one big swarm, so we're just going to have to click a lot of times. And deploy all these things at the same time, trying to overcome the defenses that the Ticonderoga has. Which is a bit of work. Because it is, I believe, an NTR defense cruiser. Look at the amount of shit I'm putting up in the air. Come on. Spam all the missiles. Now, see how you like it. That is a lot of threats in the air. She's popping, she's firing. There's the Sea Whiz. Have at it. Or rather, don't, because I'm trying to shoot you. I only got 5 missiles left at this point. I should have set my guns to automatic. Well, we might actually get a couple of them going through. They're definitely attacking these threats, but some are getting quite close. Ooh. Hit! Barely any damage. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she's gone! Yes! Job done. Job done. Now, had the AI actually popped all of those missiles that this ship had on the stern at the same time, I think we'd have had a different outcome. So let's test that, shall we? This time around, I am maneuvering around with the Ticonderoga, and we have Kyoshi over here, AI, in control of the Arleigh Burke II. It's already opening up the guns, and the first harpoon appears to be in the air. I've set my ship up so that the AI is able to take control of the main guns. I don't want any part of that. I want to be able to start controlling the weapons, the missile systems specifically. So there we go. Main guns are already opening up. Or rather, main gun, I should say. The missiles are automatically getting intercepted. There's another one. I gotta say, I really love the cinematic mode. It just makes it look good. There's another. What about my opponent here? Where are they? There's the Burke. That's the LRASMs. Uh-oh. Now, I know that I stuck that thing to the gills with anti-ship missile capability, or rather, with intercept capabilities. So I don't know if I'm able to defeat this ship. Also, my ship is taking serious damage with the guns, and I think I lost a Sea Sparrow, or a missile launcher. That could be a problem. Okay, so at least pop out what we can before they're getting destroyed. Send out a whole wave of Tomahawks. This is going to be an expensive firework party, but thankfully it's only simulated. Here, Burke, deal with this. I'd like to say I got plenty more where that came from, but I'm rapidly expending all my Tomahawks. So I don't have a second salvo. This is it. And I wouldn't be surprised for one if the AI is perfectly capable of intercepting every single missile. Yep, that's about it. Alright, over to you, Burke. Let's see if you're able to defeat this. For now, only the port and the bow seaways are engaging. Oh, she's taking hits. And she's intercepting them just before they get there. There's a hit. Desperately trying to throw more missiles into the air to stop mine. Oh, boom. Yes. I think we got her. We even citadeled her. That makes it all the better. My ship, by contrast, hasn't been doing very well either because I'm about to go down. Yes. Sudden death. Mission complete. Task failed successfully. Oh. Well, considering how well that ship was protected, I'm actually surprised that many missiles got through. So in order to defeat enemy anti-air systems or enemy anti-missile systems, close seaways or seaways as well as, of course, anti-missile missiles, you just gotta bring a lot of missiles in at the same time. Overwhelm the enemy. Hope you guys got a laugh out of this. If you have any further challenges or funny scenarios you'd like me to run on this game, by all means, let me know down below in the comments. If I find something that I'd like, I'll definitely run it in a video. Thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you soon for more.